Hello, hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year with you for a weekday, weekend, holiday, birthday, your birth. Every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I am here with you to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. Don't forget, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on higher speed. So whatever works for you. So hello. Okie dokie. I'm not even going to get to on today's episode because we'll get to that in a minute, because I wanted to give you a couple of little updates and then we'll jump in. So a couple of things. One, at 1:15, so in just over 1 hour from as I am doing this live, there will be the very first Book Art Media newsletter coming out. After all of these years that I've been trying to pull this together, that I've been trying to deal with my own fears and all of this, it's very graphics heavy, and I'm a little proud of it. So hopefully you'll find it interesting and pretty, intriguing, whatever. Pretty is a good word. Okay, so thank you. So the problem yesterday where some people couldn't get onto the site and some could is entirely my fault. And I've been in the, it's a day without going into the advanced DNS section of your domain it's like a day without sunshine. Yeah. So I was in there this morning for quite a while, trying to make sure all of the entries were correct. And I don't even think it's working quite yet, because once you make changes, quite often it takes a fair amount of time to work its way through. So the upshot is, and this is really silly, Book Art Media, the link in the description the link in the description box works. It's fine. But instead of bookartmedia.com, you have to put in the www at the beginning. I know it's stupid. It's probably my fault. And I am working to fix it. But for now, if you put in www.bookartmedia.com, it works. And you can scroll down to the bottom. It's only one page there right now. And you can scroll down to the bottom and sign up for the free monthly newsletter. So there is that. Okay. Oh yeah, today is Liberation Day. Isn't that what the dumpster was? Thank you. Isn't that what the dumpster was talking about? Has he announced tariffs on the world yet? Hello, Vera. So, Juan Francis, hooray, it works now. Thank you. It works with the www, or it works without it. I assume it doesn't work without it. Enter. Nope, still doesn't work without. Yeah, you got to use a www. All right, sorry about that. Tam says, you're a busy bee. Yes. Lisa says, tomorrow is Liberation Day. Oh, is it tomorrow? I thought it was today. Oh, well, okay. Thank you, Cat Toy. Yes, it works with the www. Thank you. Okay, it's tomorrow then. Okie dokie. Is there anything else? Oh. Thank you, Vita. Thank you. So, with all the different, thank you. With all of the different things going on, I don't know if you've been feeling this Mercury retrograde, but astrographics. Mercury retrograde in Pisces. That's a symbol, Mercury, Pisces, and the R means retrograde. Oh, Narain, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It really helps. So when Mercury goes retrograde, as I've explained, it's like they have to back up and double check and things, and but they're still powerful. So he's not overwhelmed, he's not out of control, but he's very much been pushed back, and but he's going to make it through. But it's Pisces, so water, emotional, and Mercury can get through water. I mean, it rules Gemini, an air sign, but Mercury is powerful and can get through where he needs to get through. So a little discombobulated, but on the 7th, so we have about a week more. Okay. Visualize 70 says that's Mercury doing a bit of free diving there. Well, it's meant. Now you can tell me if I'm wrong. It's meant to be him, kind of the current, kind of. He's in the water and the current's kind of pushing him back a little bit, but he's holding his own. This is not a deck. Well, it may be someday. This is one of the graphics I made for the astrology course I have coming out in August. It's called Astrographics, and it's a lot of visual representations to help visual learners. There are people who are, even if you don't think of yourself as a visual learner, people who learn better through multimedia or visual stuff. This helps you learn. So, okay. So that is Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Ta-da! All right. So let us go back to this. All right. So on today's episode, the dumpster. The dumpster administration admitted they sent an innocent man to El Salvador, who specifically the courts had prohibited him from going back because of the potential of, let's just say, him being treated very, very, very badly. And the dumpster administration says, oh, we can't get him back. But we trust he'll be treated well, though. He'll be treated well enough. They said so. That's only one of the things we're covering today. Also on today's episode, Rick Wilson was having a discussion with Wolf, whatever his name is. Anything Wolf says, I take with a big old grain of salt. But Rick Wilson is credible, and anything they are strongly agreeing on, I think we can take to the bank. And that is that Pam Bondi is, let's just say, not the sharpest knife in the drawer. We'll get to that. And Musk himself is allegedly being set up as the fall guy for as much as they can pin on him, as he is starting to wear out his welcome with the dumpster himself. Plus, there's Cory Booker. And I want to make sure, do I have... I imagine he's in here, but I don't see. Okay, we're just going to start with Cory Booker. Bless him. He is filibustering right now, I believe. 9, 5. If you have any information, please do share. filibuster. He's been going since, I want to say, 7 p.m. last night. Just talking, listing all the things that Trump has done, his administration has done, all the awfulness, all the negativity. It is so good to see the Democrats saying, oh, there's something I can do. It will be exhausting. It will wipe me out. Ms. Gibson says, I've heard you talk about the filibuster, but I don't know what that is. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, a filibuster is what happens in the Senate where one of the senators stands up to talk and refuses to hand over to let somebody else talk. And so they have to stand there. They have to keep talking, but they can literally stop any other work from going forward. And you can't always do it, but you can often. It's just brutal. It is a brutal thing to try to do. Because Cory Booker has been talking since 7 o'clock last night. And he's still talking about all the things Trump has done. My understanding is you can't hand it off to anybody else. Is that true? Is it true he has not handed it off to anybody else? And that I think you have to stand the whole time unless you have some kind of physical infirmity. But please correct me. There we go. Amy Albert has the official. The filibuster is a parliamentary tactic used in the Senate by a minority of the senators to delay or prevent parliamentary actions by talking so long that the majority either grants concessions or something. Yeah. And oh, okay. Kat says others can ask questions, which can give the speaker, the person speaking, a break. Excellent. Whew, boy. And he's doing this to protest. Yeah, all the awful, or withdraws the bill. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Sharon Rice says an hour ago it was still live. Oh, they turned off the cameras, but they couldn't turn off, they turned off the C-SPAN, the camera's going to C-SPAN, but they couldn't turn off his camera. So he's been on social media all night. Bernadette says no bathroom breaks. Oh dear. Okay. Well, yes, the logistics of how somebody could talk for that long without a bathroom break, yes. There are things that I suppose could be done, but that's not the important part. Thank you. All right, so is this the first of many? It doesn't feel like it's a waste of time. If anything, it's giving heart to Democrats. Oh, good luck, Warrior Witch. Joyce says, are the other senators listening or is he talking to an empty room? Depends. This depends. Oh, not that kind of. It depends. Not. Okay. He's definitely giving us heart. So that's good. 10 of Cups. We have a lot of good people in there. And this is where, this is one of the things where you definitely want some younger people in Congress. People who have some strength to them. The Chariot. And this is to put what the Republicans are trying to do. This weakens it. This puts us a little bit more on shaky ground. The timing of this with voters. I'm not saying this is the top story anywhere. It wasn't one of the top headlines I saw when I woke up this morning. But there are voters going out today at special elections, and he's going through step by step everything that the administration's done. But yeah, this feels like it's a good thing. So I'm just wondering if Chris Cole says, I hear a few Democratic senators have been helping him out. I hope they've been able to. Makes me wonder how much they're up to doing this in future. The Democrats in general. Veronica says 42 years ago today, hubby and I went on our first date. Oh, congratulations. That's wonderful. That is wonderful news. Congratulations. Rose Blue says, oh, Alma, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And Rose Blue saying it's been 17 hours now. Thank you. Wow. All right. The Republicans are still going to be able to get around some of this, but this, we know the damage they're trying to do. The Republicans are trying to do, and that Democrats don't have the numbers. We're not in charge of we're not in control of the Senate. And so Republicans are waiting for their ship to come in. Oh, look, it's a thief card. Knight of Swords, that's obnoxious, but Seven of Cups. This is muddy those water. This is take up the time. This is normally there's fog or clouds or whatnot. So, I mean, there's not a lot of major arcana here, but it does feel like this is just good. This is just good to have some Democrats stepping up and doing everything they can think of to try and whoa, cards down. Oh, well, they, in theory, I don't know if they can, but these just jumped out of the deck, and that would be derailing the Democrats starting something new here to derail the awfulness, the adding insult to injury and destruction. This is something new. Sherry says Senator Chris Murphy was there with him all night until 6 a.m. And at 6 a.m., Senator Walsh from Vermont came in and took over for Senator Murphy. Excellent. Thank you, Rose Blue. Those ships will wreck on the reefs. Poor things. Yes. Oh, that's one of the questions today, Miss Gibson. All right. Rock on orange and black. Thank you, Mark. Okay. Democrats don't have a ton of power. We don't control the Senate. We don't control the House. We don't control the presidency. But there is some temperance there if we're willing to do a whole lot of yapping, talking, not confusing things. The talking about all the different things and just going and going. So, okay, this has good energy around it. Chemical Score says 24 hours, 18 minutes is the longest filibuster. Holy cow. Oh, man. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Good trouble, Giovanna. Exactly. Mark says, correction, black and orange. There we go. No worries. I have Saturn on my ascendant, so of course, black and orange, the words are black and then orange. Yeah, it's in alphabetical order. Thank you, Amy. This too shall pass. We must remember that. True. And thank you so much. It really helps the channel. Thank you. All right. So, let's have a quick look at this poor guy. 21 minutes. The dumpster administration admits they sent an innocent man to El Salvador from Maryland, I think he was, but claims there's no way to get him back. Oh, well. They're doing this to scare people. Even people who've come here legally, they want to scare them. Oh, you too there could be a mistake. Dorinda says that claim is total garbage. Yeah. You go and you tell El Salvador, give him back. Movie, what was it here? Hold on, says the movie Brazil brought to real life. Oh man, I so wanted that to have a happy ending. Spoiler alerts, but the movie has been out for a really long time. But I really wanted it to have a happy ending. Anyway, Joyce Matthews says they actually admitted a mistake. Are you really admitting if you're saying, oh, yeah, that was oopsies, but yeah, we can't fix it anyway. So, yeah, that person from El Salvador, yes, one of those people, yeah, he's staying there. Is that really admitting a mistake? Yes, Debsy, the regime said they think he'll be treated fairly. Yeah, that's what they said. Thank you, Claude. Thank you. That is inhumane. Yes. The Queen of Wands. I wonder if Homan was there in person with his shiny jack boots. What is there to see? Hermit. Four of Swords. Isolation, quiet as a tomb. Well, not even isolation. We know that. I don't think there's a whole lot of isolation in those crammed rooms they keep them in. Eight of Wands. There's so many people being mistreated. 10 of Swords. It's pain. Star. So there may be some more focus on this person than others, but the mistreatment, and I won't go into details, is unconscionable. Amy Miller says, I have a feeling when this is over, Homan and Miller, Nazi Ferratu, are going to end up in The Hague. I wish. Valerie says, can the international courts do anything? My understanding is no, because we didn't sign those treaties. Please tell me I'm wrong. Alma, happy my birthday to you. Oh, thank you, Alma. Thank you so much. And again, happy birthday. Happy birthday. No. Hang on. Which is how to discreetly tell someone I have a crush on them. You have a face I want to blot my lipstick on. Just random. Random silliness. That's good. That's good. There's not. There's. All right, Knight of Cups. There'll be some. Definitely some effort to get him back, but and there is the Emperor, the burden of the Emperor, but sad, pathetic, awful. Oh, there's a special place for these people. I'm telling you. Okay, so, all right. If you did not know this, at 26 minutes, since it is very important that we understand who we're dealing with here, Rick Wilson was talking to, what's his name? Wolf? Last name Wolf. Can't remember his first name because he's, but I mean, even SNL did a send up on this guy about, is that true? What you said about what was going on in the White House? More or less. Yeah. But if this guy and Rick Wilson are in complete agreement, emphatic agreement, then that Michael, thank you, Giovanna, thank you, Stephanie, Michael Wolf, if they are in complete agreement, then I think it's something we can accept. And what they were talking about was that Pam Bondi, our Attorney General, is as thick as two short planks. Not the most intelligent. She is in her position because she drinks the Kool-Aid daily and will do literally anything that Trump says. He says, he calls her up, he says he wants something, and she says, yes, sir. Attorney General, United States of America. She was the Attorney General, was that her position, in Florida, and they were saying hot mess. Her reign there, hot mess doesn't even begin to describe it. The only reason she got anything done was she happened to have competent lawyers working for her. So we have to keep that in mind. So let's have a look at Pam Bondi. I haven't looked at her chart yet, but now that I have a website, I'll be able to start creating a database that people can look at. Pam Bondi. Oh, man. They were also talking about the Dumpy's chief of staff. And she's very efficient and not political. Oh, boy. Oh, there's the Fool. Yeah, she drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, like, I'm getting like hair standing up on the back of my neck. Page of Cups, Justice card with the Devil card in the middle. There's the Sun and the King of Wands. So any of us little people thinking there should be like real justice? No. Corruption, the nasty parts of his belief systems, and there's the dumpster himself twisting everything for his own use. With the Fool. Oh yeah, she's all in. Wow. Amy says Bondi is a Scorpio. Sorry, Autumn. Oh, there are good and bad of every sign. Really? Raymond says Pam Bondi's a Scientologist? She's in two cults at the same time. Is she really? Wow. You know you have to work your way up, and pass all these levels and then you're letting on secrets in Scientology, but it's been leaked. It's been spread what some of those secrets are, and they are bat guano crazy. But anyway. So what's going to happen to Pam Bondi? I'm going to be putting up with her for the next 4 years. Yikes. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Oh, things are a mess, but she's where she is. All right, there's the Thief card, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups. There's nothing here. It's weird. There's nothing here. It's like she's not. She's consequential. She would have to be in that position. So why am I just getting this? Exactly, Raymond. Yeah, that Scientology garbage. I'll tell you, as someone who's written novels, as a novelist, I am especially horrified at L. Ron Hubbard. Talk about getting high on your own supply. Hello, Mary Ann. The energy's terrible, but adding insult to injury. Yep, there's the King of Cups. So Democrats, Queen of Wands. She's one of those, and there's the country. I'm not getting much. So, but anyway, okay. So, a little inside baseball conspiracies going on, a little gossip going on. 33 minutes in. Former GOP aides firmly believe that Musk is being set up as Trump's fall guy, that the admin is getting tired of his antics. Well, Trump's getting tired of him, although he needs Musk's money. Will Musk outlive his usefulness to the Nacho Narcissist soon? So mucky. Oh, no, Trump wants his money. He wants him to go away. He definitely wants Musk to just go away, not be around, but he really wants Musk's money. Plus the fact that if the dumpster, if he gets rid, if he pushes out Musk, then more is going to blow back on him directly. Because right now, Musk is taking a lot of the political heat. But Trump doesn't want him around and doesn't like the amount of attention he's been getting. Musk wants to stay where he is as long as possible to save his businesses. But Musk is getting weaker. His position's getting weaker. Okay, so you have a Fool star following the Emperor. emperor, and then going in and cutting things. Musk is allegedly the richest man in the world. Nah. Big money, sitting pretty, huge money, but increasingly on the defensive, increasingly diminished. Okay. But it doesn't mean they're going to stop cutting, and it doesn't mean, but does that mean that there will be more political gravity actually on Trump? Well, his legacy is, especially isn't Dumpy supposed to announce worldwide tariffs tomorrow? Liberation Day, something like that. Queen of Swords, cutting. There's a thief card. But this is, do things start blowing back on Trump? I've got a thief card here, Tower, world, ending, very shaky ground economy, and Trump's legacy. Plus the fact that the super rich will continue to make vast amounts of money. Amy Howard says martial law. I haven't picked up on martial law. I'll be honest. I really haven't. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. All right. Oh, boy. So, there might be a question about it later, but let's have a quick look at 3730. Let's have a quick look at Liberation Day. Dumpy's Liberation Day. Lord help. Yes. Hang on. Bismo, hey, says Liberation Day to me is when Trump is no longer in power and held accountable for his evilness. That would definitely be it. I don't believe in any violence, and I don't want anything to happen to these people. I want them politically and legally removed. But I have to say, I did see something this morning that made me chuckle, because it's a joke, and only a joke. Okay? Simple line. On social media. Disappointing day in the obituaries today. Yeah, anyway. Sassy. All right. Liberation Day. Cindy Lou stated take over the world. Come, Elon. We're going to take over the world. Liberation Day. Dun, dun, dun. Working. All right. Worried, sleepless nights, a day late and a dollar short. There's the country. This does not bode well. There's the country, there's the emperor, and there is absolute major arcana chaos. Whatever he's going to do, it's very bad. Chaos. Sleepless nights, being a day late and a dollar short, the whole country, Trump the emperor causing more chaos than possibly ever before. And that's saying something. Well, I take that back. I don't think there's going to be a huge group of people storming the Capitol building. I keep forgetting that it's like, oh no, there are no depths to which he will not sink. He will sink to any depth. So, which is asking, am I going to need hard liquor or a horse tranquilizer tomorrow? I don't know. Depends on what you're into. Or you'll need, what was it that Graystow Plays used to say? And a full liquor bar. Miss Gibson, I agree. I love boring. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Dill. Everybody wants to. Yeah. Sleepless nights. Again, working, stupid plans, and the government. Yeah. This is going to be just classically stupid. Classically stupid. Like, wow. Wow. That kind of stupid. So, Canadian Dry at 4140 had a question. Thank you, Jilly. I think I'm just going to make some brownies. That sounds very good. I'm all for the sugar and the chocolate while we can afford it. I bought a few extra little containers of cocoa, just plain cocoa powder that I can make into stuff. So Canadian Dry was asking, when this dumpster fire is done, will there be serious amendments to the Constitution? Yeah, let's not. Do you remember Harry Anderson? Was that the name of the character and the guy, or was the guy? Did the guy have a different name? But he was the judge in Night Court, and he was a comedian and a magician before he got that acting gig. And I know he had a daughter. One, because I think she might have had something to do with this Night Court sequel, but mainly he told a story about his daughter that has stayed with me all these years. He said they went to a carnival and they rode. She really wanted to go on the roller coaster. He thought it would be a little much, but he went with her and they got off the roller coaster. And he said, "What do you think?" She says, "That was great. Let's never do it again." Well, other than the "it's great" part, sorry, that just came to my head, and so little levity, jocularity. High Priestess, Death card. 9 of Pentacles sitting pretty. 5 of Cups, Disappointment, Magician, how we use resources. There's Major Arcana here about damage that was done. It just feels like it's so far down the road. It feels like it's way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be actually messing with the Constitution for a while. Harry Anderson. Thank you, Alan. Ah, okay. Thank you. Carol was saying in the new Night Court revival, Judge Abby Stone, who is the daughter of the original Judge Harry Stone, is played by Melissa. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Sherry, it's very difficult to amend the Constitution, after all, because the amendments are so incredibly hard to pass. Yes. Yeah. It feels like it's way down the road. But, okay. At 45:30. Oh, boy. Of course. So Deb Z was asking that HUD and the Secretary of the Interior have figured out a way to solve the housing crisis. You want to guess? I'm sure it will be perfectly wonderful. By building on federal lands, including national parks. Will this actually happen? What will the consequences be? You too can live over a caldera. If Yosemite ever blows, you will be at ground zero. Congratulations. And it comes with an ice maker that won't help you at all. Yeah, Hoovervilles. There we go. Amy Collins asking, do they mean tent cities? Trumpvilles. Oof. Eight of Wands. This is one of the many, many boneheaded ideas. Ace of Pentacles. And of course, somebody will make a lot of money on this. Strength. Temperance is in the middle. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. I think they're going to try. They're not supposed to, but this feels like better to beg forgiveness than seek permission, is what that feels like. The potential profit is too much for these materialistic blankety blanks to turn down because they are vile. Deborah Fleeson is saying so much empty retail space that could be made into community housing. Yep. Oh, but a maroon with the ultramaroons. Pim just says, then they went to drill. Yeah. Great. Especially as the pressures on the economy keep getting worse and worse and worse because of Bonehead and his boneheaded tariffs. Well, there is a suspension there. The courts will get involved at some point, but day late and a dollar short. We have a great economic idea, and you can thank President Dumpster. And it's going to work as well as all of his other endeavors. Okay. Anyway. We're getting up there in time. So I'm going to roll some of these questions over to tomorrow. I do get to them. Or do my best to get to them. So I want to make sure because I know there's at least one that's been carried over for a couple of days. Oh, this is it. This is one I want to make certain I got to today. Word on the street is that the White House is fast getting tired of Howard Lutnick. Apparently, Lutnick has been the main driver on all of the tariffs, and the Trump administration is allegedly seeing that this may not end well. Lutnick is poised to be the fall guy. Is that true, or is the dumpster going to just all tariffs all the time? Bunch of vipers. So, and of course, anytime there's failure, Trump has to blame someone else. How pathetic do you have to be if you can never admit that you were wrong about something? And you don't learn anything if you do that. Ugh. So is Lutnick the fall guy? Or is it just all dumpster all the time, all tariffs all the time? Neely says, and here we are. Yes. Oh, Claude, thank you. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, boy. Okay. Judgment. Poor, very, very poor judgment. That's the card for the reading. Big money, which is why voters are going out, but also this could also be some kind of legal decision. The Knight of Pentacles in the middle, so these active money jerks on the world. And there's Dumpster himself. Isn't there talk that tomorrow it's going to be big money, legal decision, aggressive tariffs on the world by Dumpster? Isn't that what the cards... It's not what they think is going to happen, but we're not sure. Because that's what the cards just said. And says Lutnick is the Secretary of Commerce. Yes. And wasn't he... Is he the Heritage Foundation guy? I can't remember. Too many people to remember. Oh, boy. Visualize 70 says, ah, yes, it reminds me of the film Every Tariff, Everywhere, All at Once. That was good. That was good. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Nettie says, hey, who won the 6th district in Florida? I believe they're still voting. Republicans, you backed the wrong horse. Democratic families feeling attacked and going out and making different decisions, checking out other options. Yep. Boy. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for us. Yeah, I'm feeling a little burned out. I think because I did so much this morning, but also just some of these things are not easy to get into the energy of. So at 54 minutes in, let's do cards for us. And I've been here for almost an hour, so. Okay. Cards for us, cards for us. What do we need to know? Well, the first thing that is coming to me is if you knew a lot of these people in real life, if you actually had to be around them for any length of time, you would be floored. You'd be absolutely floored that these idiots got as far as they did. I just got that very strongly. We have history on our side. They are causing a lot of pain. They have economic ideas that do not work. And Democrats are starting to stand up. And we have history on our side. We've learned from history. And there's not much we can do about this core group of MAGA who we're not going to convince them differently. So what we're being told here is you're on the right side of history. You should be very pleased about that. They're just going to keep throwing stuff out there, and they're always going to have this core group of support, but it's not as big as you think it is. And it's getting old. So is there something specific we should do other than voting? Voting's good. Every time. Thank you, Dancing Blue. Well, waiting for their ship. They're on the other side. They're waiting for their ship to come in. But the Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. It isn't even like a rise of democratic power. It's just an emergence, continued emergence of more, as more people side with the Democrats, as more reasonable people are horrified by what the dumpster and they are doing. So I'm very much getting that these people are more pathetic than you think. And I'm getting, we are on the right side of history. And act accordingly. So, all right. That is going to do it for me for today. But it's 1:06 p.m. In 9 minutes, the very first Book Art Media newsletter is going to come out. I'm very excited. So if you go to www.bookartmedia.com, links in the description. You can scroll down the bottom of the page. You can sign up for the free newsletter, and it'll be monthly. So it's the first one ever. I've been trying to pull this together for years. Whew. So, other than that, I need to do post-production, I get something to eat, and then at 3 o'clock Chicago time, Creative Sprints will be over there with Sarah. All right, so do hang in there. You are not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. And thank you for everything you've done to help. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.